Hello there, people of the internet. The sun is right in my face, so I am going to come this way. This is a video idea that I got from a commenter, actually, and I thought that it was a pretty cool idea, so I figured I'd make a video on it, because it's not something that is talked about very often. So, let's say, for Vietnam, for example, let's say that the Viet Cong are out there using 7.62 by 39 to fend off the invaders from their country. Well, what is a very good way to get rid of soldiers and their rifles without having to actually engage them? A lot of times what would happen, not necessarily by US forces, but by a lot of forces, what would happen is enemy forces, well, I guess allies of the enemy forces, what they would do is they would make purposefully sabotaged ammunition, and they would purposefully leave it around to get captured by the enemy. So a lot of this sabotaged ammunition would end up in enemy forces, and the enemy would think that they have good ammunition because some of the ammunition was good, some of it was sabotaged. And what would happen is while they're out running their rifles, you know, bang, 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 suddenly they get a sabotaged round which burns way hotter than it's supposed to, and they pull the trigger, that round goes bang, but the bang is way larger than it's supposed to be, and their gun blows up in their face. We saw that actually a lot. Oh, somebody's firing some guns in the background, that's fitting, but we saw that a lot in warfare for a very long time, and we actually see that to this day over there in the Middle East. There's been several occurrences where somebody has gotten their hands on some old surplus ammunition and they go to use it, and some of it's fine, but then their gun blows up in their face, and guess what? They got their hands on some of the old surplus sabotaged ammunition that was used from XYZ war at one point or another. Speaking of ammunition, the ammunition that I use on this channel is not free. If you want to support my work, check out Utreon and Patreon. Links are in the description below. That will definitely help me make content. But if you are fighting a war of attrition and your resources are limited, and you capture some ammunition and you don't know that it's not sabotaged, of course you're going to end up using it, especially if you are in a situation where resources are extremely limited and that is like your only way to have some sort of new ammunition supply. Then hey, that captured ammunition, you know, spread it among the troops, and hopefully they won't have any issues with it going bang. Well, whenever they realized that they were dealing with sabotaged ammunition, now they have psychological warfare as well, because now they think, well, they don't know if the rifle that they have has sabotaged ammo in it, and they don't know if it's going to blow up in their face, and now they don't trust their ammo, they don't trust their logistics, they don't trust their rifles. They could just be out there and they could fire their rifle and nothing could happen, or they could pull the trigger and the rifle would go kablooski all over their face, all over their everything, and there won't be much that they can do. A lot of this ammunition has actually been cycled into the surplus market just because it's been discovered over the years. It was originally used in, you know, these various wars for various different reasons. There's a lot of countries out there that did this, not just with ammunition to be captured, but ammunition for all different sorts of operations that have been purposefully sabotaged. But a lot of this ammunition has been, you know, found on the surplus market, and it will be imported into, you know, the civilian hands of all different sorts of countries. And a lot of times whenever this happens, you know, this seemingly what's the word I'm looking for? Not harmless, because no ammunition is harmless, but this seemingly good ammunition that is surplus ammunition that you think you don't have to worry about because you've bought surplus ammunition tons of times in your lifetime, well, suddenly you're out there running this surplus ammunition and your gun just detonates in your face because you have some of this old school sabotaged ammunition, and the importer didn't realize it was sabotaged ammunition, and nobody knew it was sabotaged ammunition because you don't really know until you pull that trigger and it goes bang. So that is something that you have to pay attention to whenever it comes to surplus ammo. You got to pay attention to where it's coming from, and you got to pay attention to the risks as to whether or not it's going to be some of that sabotaged ammo. This is, I mean, it's not something that was like an incredibly common practice, but it is something that does pop up from time to time. We will come across sabotaged ammo, like I said, especially over in the Middle East, where all they're running is the old communist war era ammunition, and that's literally all that they have. And they're just, you know, it's old school surplus ammo. They think it's fine because they've ran a ton of surplus ammo, and they're like, yeah, more 7.62 x 39, I'll take that. And then they're out trying to celebrate, shooting, you know, rounds into the air all willy-nilly, like we have seen them do on multiple occasions. And then something happens and the gun goes boom. We've seen that happen as well. I mean, it's a really good way to get rid of, you know, an enemy soldier and their weapon without needing to actually engage them. You just sabotage the ammunition. And then you have psychological warfare on top of that, because now these people don't trust their stuff. So every time they're out there pulling that trigger, they're like, all right, is it going to go bang? Is it going to go bang? Oh, God, is it going to go bang? I could absolutely see how that would be very unnerving. Anyway, folks, it looks like I have some company pulling in, so I guess I'm going to go deal with that. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate your time. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are down below. If you have anything to add on this topic, by all means, I am all ears. That being said, I think I already said thanks for watching, but I'll say it again. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, description, bunch of links. Go check it out. You guys go off, have yourself a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next video. Since I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. Poor man's Garen. It's a shame that bolt-action shotguns aren't more mainstream.